Me and Nate are out on a walk here, so I figured I'd make a video.
Oh, can we start over again?
Want to say hi?
Okay. Hey, everybody.
Nate says hi. So, I have been asked a few times, and for some reason I just never got around to doing this video, even though my channel is about mainly books and my writing. At least I try to make it mostly about that stuff. For some reason, I just never got around to answering this question. And maybe that's because for a while I didn't have an answer. And I still kind of don't. I mean, in a way I do. So, I have been asked, what is my writing process? And the thing is, I'm going to tell you right now that while I guess I have developed a process or certain things that I do while I'm writing, I don't always 100% stick to that. Like, it's gotten to the point where I do what I'm going to say more often now. So I guess I have created a writing process. It's just that it's more new because I haven't really been patient or disciplined in my writing to have one, and I had to kind of force myself to make one. Noisy cars. So the issue with my writing process is that I don't always have time to do it in the way that I want to. I used to have more time, but the last couple years have been a little rough in my personal life. So sometimes I just have to fit writing it. Whether it's before I go to sleep for work, if I get a paragraph or two in, sometimes that happens, or before I start work, I'll get ready to start my shift, and we get there a little early, so I might have 10 minutes to do some editing, change up a sentence, that kind of stuff. So sometimes the process can be a little chaotic. Sometimes the process is just fitting in time, squeezing any kind of writing into a small amount of time. So the longer, more in-depth process, I suppose you would say, is that when I do have time, either I set time in the morning before, it's time for me to go to bed, or on the weekend or a day off. Like, I have 4 days off starting today from work, and I've done some writing. And usually it's in different spots. I don't have one writing spot, but I usually try to have a table by me. Either if I'm sitting up against a table or have a table on the side, I usually try to have somewhere that I can set things down on. That helps a lot. So what I usually will do is I will pick my spot depending on what's going on. Noisy dogs. So yeah, I will pick the spot that I'm going to be in. I will usually make myself a cup of something hot. That way I can just kind of sip on it. Usually coffee. Sometimes tea, depending on my mood. But a lot of times coffee. And right now I have my phone that I'm writing on. Other times it would have been my laptop, but that's why I said table and everything. So, I can balance things. I will put something on to kind of listen to in the background. I don't watch too many movies when I write because, if I've never seen the movie, well, it depends if I've seen it or not. If I haven't seen it, obviously I want to watch it and pay attention because I've never seen it. If it's something like a show or a movie that's a favorite and I've seen it, so I don't have to pay attention to a lot of details. Once in a while, I'll put something like that on and just have that in the background. Other times, if it'll be allowed on my phone, like the app will do it, I will either put on something like Hulu or YouTube. Sometimes I will go to the playlist of YouTubers that I really like, and go to some of my favorite videos from them, or, if they have newer stuff, and I will just minimize the box for, the app, and I'll just put it in the corner, and I'll have Google Docs open on my phone, and so I'll just listen, to some of my favorite videos and stuff while I write. I just don't like complete silence. Also, I don't know, but I think it kind of helps to listen to people and their ideas, especially when you are writing characters and you want to develop personality in your characters. So I like to listen to people talk about things that they're interested in. Some people, I like the way they discuss things, the way they present their videos, their tone, everything else. And, listening to people that like the same things that I do, or maybe like something that I've never thought about before. It gives me different ideas. Like I said, listening to people and the different ways they are, their different ideas, that can help give inspiration. Because you don't want to write like, a Mary Sue self-insert, whatever you want to call it. And yes, some of my characters and stuff are slightly based off myself, not completely. Like I said, they're not self-inserts. But, they might have something happen in their life that is similar to what has happened to mine. A couple of my characters were writers or something of those sorts. There's been a character or two that likes purple, because I love purple, small things like that. But obviously I don't want it to be a copy of myself. And I don't want it to be a copy of anybody else either. But like I said, sometimes it's good to listen to different ideas, listen to the different ways people speak and discuss things, and listen to what other people find passionate.
That's what I had.
Listen to why they like or dislike something, or what they thought about a movie or book. There's been a lot of times that I've read and loved a book and have totally overlooked very important symbolism. But I might not be the type of person that is 100% or any percent affected by certain things. Anybody that watches this channel, you probably can tell from my display picture that one of my absolute favorite books is The Hunger Games. And especially now with the new movie coming out this year, I'm hearing more and more theories, not just from this prequel, but going back to the original, story. And there are things that, while it makes sense, and maybe I should have noticed that, especially with discussions about other things and other things that I've picked up, it just went over my head. Because, again, it's not something that I've had to deal with. Whereas other people have had those things happen in their lives, or they've been affected by the type of things that they are talking about when they talk about the symbolism of those books or any other book, honestly. So yeah, I really like to watch videos because it helps with character building. Watch videos of people and their interests and things that affect them, because it helps with, again, world building, character building. And then other times I just put something on to, again, just have something in the background to listen to. Usually a favorite show or something. That's usually like when I'm just trying to catch up on things. Kill two birds with one stone. I can kind of glance up with my eyes and, check on what's going on the screen, but still listen. And what I try to do is, especially when I'm watching shows or a movie, is I try to set a goal to get so much written, or to see what I can write in the amount of time of the movie or the episode. Or, if I feel that I haven't been writing enough and I just want to get some writing done, maybe I'm too tired, just feeling down, and I know getting some writing done is going to, maybe boost me up a little bit. If I feel like I have accomplished something, I'll feel better. I'll set that goal. I will either put something on, like a season of one of my favorite shows, or again, a playlist from a YouTuber I like, and I will say, okay, this is going to play automatically, and I'm just going to write for as long as this goes. Oops, one more. And that is pretty much my writing process. I get something to drink, I put something on to listen to / sort of watch, and I just write. Sometimes I try to just write and not edit. I used to edit as I go, but it's taking too long. So sometimes I will dedicate an hour or so to just writing, and then other times I will take 15-20 minutes and go over what I've written to edit. But yeah, that is my writing. If you have any tips on how to make it better, please let me know, but for right now this kind of works for me. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.